I'm Kai Xin. I'm a data scientist at Lazada. That's my core job. I'm also the co-founder of Data Science SG, the biggest data science community in Singapore. I guess you need to look at programming as something that you can do it on a beach in Hawaii, do it on a beach in Thailand, you can do it in a nice fancy building in Singapore, certainly. But programming is not something that is located in a country. Programming is something the world is your oyster. And to look at a bigger worldview that Singapore will be a starting base, definitely. But if you have an opportunity, go out and see the world with your program. You can building something in, say, Japan, building something in Russia, building something in America. It's very different from building something even like just in Singapore, serving a local community. And you start having a much better appreciation about why certain things when you build to scale, or certain things when you build to a business climate. Especially when it comes to data, when you want to integrate data to build data models, when we roll out model in Indonesia, it's different from the one that we have in Singapore. Singapore is a very developed, urbanized, uniform country in some sense. Jakarta is very different from a fishing village in the southern side of Indonesia. It's very different. And your assumptions will be different about how people behave, about how people, in our case, how people shop. Yeah, I mean, so programming, I would say, is a career. If I'm not saying it's easy. Is it fun or not? You need to find your own way to enjoy the fun. Some people enjoy the suffering of coding to midnight and then learning new frameworks, and it's a lot of pain to me. I like the final product. I don't like the process of learning. I'm just not the best coder in the world. Some people love coding, so you need to probably find your own love in it, and also just be aware that it's not Singapore you're targeting the world. Be open for any opportunities. You can do anything in the world and build anything you like, and that's the beauty of it. Self-driving cars, probably, obviously. I guess the most exciting part for me, I'm quite interested in AI, artificial intelligence, and we probably see a lot more. I recently watched the Ghost in the Shell, for example, where they kind of shift the human mind into a robotic body. Will we move towards that? I don't know, but I guess there'll be more enhanced, for example, enhanced human intelligence and machine intelligence, be it a chip in our body or kind of merger of the two, be it artificial mind and human mind. I don't know what will come out of it, but I think it's quite exciting in the sense that we might be at the next stage where we can evolve, make use of machines to help us kind of learn faster, be stronger. I think that would be fun and scary at the same time. Assuming we don't get into a war, and we just take out the politics side, but assuming we don't get the war and kill ourselves, I think we have we're at a point where we might, within the next few decades, see a huge change in the world where computers can power our lives and really fundamentally change how we think, how we see the world, assuming we don't kill each other first. If we can collaborate together, we are seeing more and more of that, because really the internet is one thing that brought people together, brought ideas together, and we can now we can share videos, share ideas across. I'm doing a long distance e-learning masters at Georgia Tech, so things like this, it's unthinkable. A few years ago, we can actually have quality long distance learning. Nowadays, things are free, things are high quality, things are available for people to learn and build. Tools are free, a lot of open source tools are there. So I think we can really leverage on each other's ideas and build very cool stuff over the next few decades. So I'm quite optimistic about what. I would wish that I learned to collaborate more with people. Kind of like programmers are by default very loners. We like to do our own stuff in our own little bubble. I think as I get older, I learn to trust people. I learn how to kind of let people into my thoughts, to share my thoughts, to build things together, and it works much better than trying to do everything on my own. Everyone has different ways to contribute, and I think sometimes when you code stuff or you build stuff, you also need designers, you also need business, you also need writers. You need different people with different skill sets to contribute to build a thing together. Not just, you can't do everything on your own with your code. And I learned that the hard way after a lot of experience. I learned that I can't do it on my own. Please help me. Please tell me what what I can do better. And that has been a huge learning experience, and I find that my life is a lot more interesting after I bring in different people, different fields, and different ideas.